Hey, horror fans, once again, it's the Horror Miser Monty G. Yes, here to do another movie review, and today we're going to review the movie The Possession of Hannah Grace. Yes. Now, The Possession of Hannah Grace is a 2018 American supernatural film. It was directed by Derek Van Rooyen. It was written by Brian Sieve. Now, it stars Shay Mitchell, Kirby Johnson, Stana Katic, Gray Damon. Now, I did a trailer reaction on this particular movie, I think about a couple, maybe a few weeks ago. When I first saw the trailer for it, it seemed like an interesting movie. It has a different type of premise. Basically, it's not supposed to be another copycat Exorcist or another possession movie. And I saw it this early this afternoon. So let's see what I have to say about The Possession of Hannah Grace. Yes. Now, as we see in the trailers, we see Hannah Grace. Obviously, she is possessed by a demon, and we're seeing an exorcism being performed. And during that exorcism, she is killed or murdered. That's basically what we see in the trailers. We get a 3-month time jump, and then we're introduced to Megan Reed, an ex-cop who's coping with some type of tragedy on the job. She eventually gets a job as an intake person in the morgue. And once she gets, once she takes possession of Hannah Grace's body, immediately weird shit starts to happen, and we obviously know that obviously Hannah is not dead because she's still possessed, and it's up to Megan to find out what the hell is going on, and that's basically what the premise of the movie is about. First of all, the good news is this isn't your typical possession movie. No, this is not The Possession, that awful God movie that I saw a few months back. Nor this is not an Exorcist ripoff. It has nothing to do with The Exorcist or anything like that. It does a nice job in setting up the characters and, of course, the morgue, because most of the action takes place in the morgue. As Megan is introduced to her job, we get to see how the morgue is set up. Obviously, it's very lonely and creepy. Lights only come on through motion sensors. We are told that she is basically going to be by herself in the morgue. So when the weird shit starts to happen later on in the picture, we're not going, where the fuck is everyone else at cliche? So I'm glad they set that up early in the film. Now, as far as the acting concerned, I really thought Shay Mitchell does a pretty good job in playing Megan. She starred in Pretty Little Liars. Never seen it before, but she was in Pretty Little Liars. But in this particular film here, she does a good job in showing Megan Good, who's struggling to do the right thing, despite the fact the tragedy happened on her job. We see later on in the film what that tragedy was, and she's really trying to do the right thing and staying on the good. And she really brings out the aspects of Megan, who doesn't want to fall back on bad behaviors. Now, I do like the relationship that she has with Lisa, her sponsor from AA, who helped her get the job, and one of the ambulance drivers. His name is Randy. I like the two characters. Although I think her name is Stana Katic. I remember her from Castle. I'm good to see her back doing some work right now after what happened to her and the craziness on Castle. And Nick Thorne, they are pretty good actors, and they thought I did their characters. They did a pretty good job with those characters. It's such a shame that unfortunately the film did not allow those characters to grow, which I'll explain a little bit in a moment. Now, as much as we've seen contortionists in horror pictures, think of The Ring. You got to give Kirby Johnson credit. She's really good in this one right here. I did research her. She is a gymnast and a contortionist as well. And it's not that she does a good job. It's just the sound effects that they have along with her contorting. The bones breaking, it really adds the creepiness factor to her possession. And also the makeup effects that they have on her as well. She looks like a real creepy kid. The creepy kid. So I really give the filmmakers credit for doing that. Now, I know what you're saying. Now, come on, Monty G. You did say the good things. What about the bad things? Well, that's about great to say. Is the bad part of this film is that this film is so fast-paced. Even at 80 minutes, it's like, wow, that was quick. Now, you think that's probably good, but in this particular aspect, it's not. It doesn't allow the characters to grow. That's one problem that we have, because we see a great rapport that Megan has with Randy. They form a nice little bond because Randy has his own issues. But the film is so quick to get to the scary parts, or the so-called scary parts, that the characters, we don't have enough time to spend with these characters. And that's one aspect of the film that I did not like. Another part, we get some cheesy CGI during the final parts of the film, which I did not like at all. It's like, come on, guys, let's not do CGI crap. It looked terrible. It sort of kind of messes up what they had in the begin with Hannah. Didn't like the CGI part, but that's not even the worst part of all. The worst part of all comes when we get to the final act, where we get some quick jump edits that I didn't know what was going on. We're at one particular scene, and one character is talking, and all of a sudden we got and then we're at this other scene. Like, where the fuck do we get this? Where the hell do we get this crack this fast? It looks like, oh, wait a minute, am I watching Resident Evil the final chapter? It's like, that's terrible. And then, of course, the final confrontation was very, very lackluster. I expected a little bit more than that. So overall, this is not a bad film. They really had some potential in here. I guess I don't know, in the third act, they just ran out of time, they ran out of money. Something happened for them to end the film that way. And it's pretty sad, too, because they really had something on here. It's very, very fast-paced, which you would think would be good, but it's not good. Like I said, I enjoyed the film. I just was expecting something better. It's not a bad film. It's just the fact it's just too fast. The characters don't get a chance to develop. Shay Mitchell is pretty good in the film, so I do give a credit like that. But man, did this film go fast? And that lackluster ending, those quick jump edits. Whew, God. So the Horror Miser is going to open up his vote, and I'm going to give The Possession of Hannah Grace 2.5 out of my 5 gold coins. Just want to give 2.5 out of my 5 gold coins. Almost gave it 3, but those quick jump edits and that very, very lackluster ending drop it down. So it only gets 2.5 out of my 5 gold coins. So my horror fans, have you seen The Possession of Hannah Grace? Did you enjoy this film? Did you think this was sort of different take of the possession genre? Do you think this is just another stinker of these possession films? Leave your comments down in your comment section below and tell me what you thought about The Possession of Hannah Grace. So that's it, my horror fans. Hope you did enjoy this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up because it does help the channel out a lot. And once again, if this is your first time here, please hit that subscriber button, ring that notification bell. That way you can come and enjoy the horror experience with me, the Horror Miser Monty G. And as always, all my social media links will be down in the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember, horror rules. I'll see you guys later. I'm out.
1, 2, let's come.